Hi guys, and welcome to the Rainbow Six Replays YouTube channel. Today, we want to present the video highlights of the match between MIR Gaming and FearX during the South Korea League 2024 Stage 2. Don't forget to subscribe and put a like. Enjoy.
What's happening? There's a mirror window being played in sight. There's not a lot you can do about it.
I mean, obviously trade's been forfeited, but I think FearX are more than happy to give them that. Mostly because they got the opening pick. Having an opening pick just establishes their control even more so. Kills happened. Looks like outside a pillar door, and Rin out of nowhere on the Oryx. Almost good for two. But Baguette at least picks up Rin. Now it's Baguette and Slothin. And this is an attack that here Gaming just looked lost in. Similar to yesterday. No real bite to the attack. Just moving in one by one. The window. Bro, I'm confused already. Like, I'm struggling.
Sloth going to find an opener onto Nova. Maybe not as safe as you thought there, Demo. Well, Sloth did go for a slightly alternate line of approach. He's going to find himself another there. Still Demic on the pulse, on the prowl. The good boy has now got himself tucked in. He's got a great angle to work with here. Gets the visual, but can't do too much about it. Sends the Toxic Babe canister out.
Missed.
Is it going to stop Ende from getting the plant down? No. Sloth on for 3 kills. Good boy pushing through the smoke aggressively, trying to make something happen, but gets murked from the window. Can't give yourself up like that. With the diffuser planted, it's all down to Mefe. He's going to pick the first of 5 that he needs, but his location is known. Can he land the shots onto the player? Up there on Heaven. Doesn't look like it. Gonna push himself through 90s. In the spin cycle right now, it's gonna be Endy to finish things off.
I do worry about the final kind of execute, because they have really nothing to clear away those players from like VIP and Restaurant, for example. Baffy and Rin.
He gets lucky here and hits a couple of shots, then it could be quite difficult to get this job done. The nade comes through. It's going to force him out of position. The Vulcan canister has been exploded. He's full white flashed. Baguette's going to find himself one. Blur another. Now all down to Nova. That VIP player has rotated out, picks himself one. That plant needs to start going down right about now. Guard going to be there to finish things off. Was caught in the goo mine, but
This is Wamai Disc, Aruni Gates, you know, the triple threat of util denial. And whenever they just see them dump in all of that utility, they can just leave because they know they've wasted enough time, wasted that utility. Now for FearX, they just...
Inside a freezer. He also knows there's likely someone backfilling that position on 90 where he already got the kill, and we can see that Nova is just floating in between Washroom and that pixel spot. Rin. He's going to pick up his second kill on the round. If he isn't shut down soon, he could be a big problem. Now he's allowed to rotate into freezer. Can hold a really nice angle now onto that shop door. 30 seconds left on the clock, and MIR haven't really done too much right now. They've only been given space. They've not taken anything off FearX at the minute. Sloth going to go for a bit of a crouch walk in, see what he can find now. Gets a couple of points of damage, but nothing significant. Nothing that's going to give them that burst that they need to get themselves in onto site. And Rin isn't finished. 3rd kill on the round. Everything happening in and around that freezer area, and Sloth falls. Demic to pick the final 2. FearX bucking the trend here on the top floor of Cafe and getting around on the defense.
Where these players are, have they done the drone work to know, okay, he's in this site, they're in pillar, whatever it is. I mean, oh, Nova, what are we doing? Dancing underneath the open floorboards. He gets punished because of it.
The late time in the round for an opening pick to come in, but with 40 seconds left, things still aren't looking great for MIR right now. Sloth resorting to the secondary shotgun to try and open up a couple of these lines of sight. Only so much that the Ram can do, and especially with it being straight lines only, you don't always get the angles you need. With no smoke, book, it can be a little bit difficult, but it looks like it's not even going to matter. Ende, he's going to start to get that plan down. Guard, he's had 3 kills. Mefe picks himself up one, but gets demolished by the Monty. Blur bearing down on there. The plant was going down. Monty this time, but he's still on a shield. You can just harass and force those players a little bit further down that white corridor, but we're seeing the bite back. Good boy. In a great position now. Nobody knows that he's here. He's pushed through the smoke, and he's going to get immediately success as he takes Blur down. A fantastic play, and he's got himself out of dodge as well. God, looking for him, skeleton key in hand, even shot open the wall there, even though it was reinforced, just trying to get to him. He'll eventually finish him off. A flashy play from Good Boy, but it's likely not going to be enough. Demic doesn't have a C4, has the heartbeat scanner, so can find a bit of information, but with 35 seconds left, it isn't going to be the easiest thing to do. The diffuser getting rotated around now toward the site, and Baguette just consolidating a little bit, knowing that he can just hold this vert. He's got a couple of drones up there to watch that flank. Demic just waiting for this plant to start going down. He needs to try and wait for that to make it a 1 versus 2, not a 1 versus 3. Smoke's getting sent out. He's going to be worried about the vert. Doesn't have too much info onto this. Going to play it on those white stairs. Takes the drone out. That's going to be the information that they need. Can't find the player. Crouched on the other side of the bomb chassis, and that plant being confirmed spells disaster right now. What to expect off Demic in that position. And it's going to be Baguette to find the final kill. By no means a bad thing.
Yeah,
some key players that they need to try and deal with. Baguette going to find out that kill onto MIR. Baguette going to get downed in the process for it. Rin hitting him back with the trade, but some great aggression there being shown from Blur. He's giving his location away, but his sights are purely trained on those brown stairs. Deimos looking to try and make something happen, but can't land the shot. Blur, 2 kills. Good boy. Next into the fight. Just going to start approaching the bar, but there are players in and around that area. It's going to be Sloth this time. Demic out in the cold, Demo.
Literally. Sloth still on the ground. He's not going to get this, is he? Yeah, off. I mean, what do you say, this guy again today? Just every engagement he's going into inside a bathroom and inside a freezer, respectively.
Sloth looking really safe here. Able to swing, pick himself up the first of the round. 50 seconds left and the kills are going to start to fly. Good boy. He's been quiet all game long, but he finally rejoins the scoreboard after a couple of quiet rounds with a double. Rin adding one into the mixture. And now 15 HP getting beat out there.
I don't, because I simply walk out with a shield in front of my face. It's quite easy.
I am actually really bad for it, and it's one of the first things that I ever made.
Sloth, here we go. I mean, one of my earliest memories of Sloth is back in the Yukon days.
How do you lose? How do you beat this guy? He's just.
Yeah, job's done again. I mean, FearX so off the pace today. Like, I get that you're against Sloth right now. He's just having a complete day where he's just going into every engagement, winning that engagement every single time. But you need to double up on him. Like, Deimos is up. Why are we not scanning Sloth and then tracking? Is no one going to help him? Like, no? Does nobody want to try and help the Monty? I guess not.
I think the Monty's high and dry, mate. I think the Monty is fully on their own right now.
He's screaming saying, help me, there's 2!
3v3 and Sloth trying to make that rotation inside a side, but Rainey's going to take him down. Now trying to just playing inside a prep. Got a bit of info that someone may be coming in through kitchen double. He's still buddied up with his teammate here. Well, the Monty going to start to try and get that plant down. Rin, 3 kills, 4 kills on the round. A huge one for Rin. Looking pretty good at the moment from Fear.
Yeah, Goyo's popped also. I think there's still 1 more left up. And there we go. A bit of a blunder from FearX. Just waiting to see that happen. You just knew that something was going to happen. But thankfully it's been traded off, and they only lost to Doku, which already did send out the phone call, don't forget. Look at Sloth. On that bar. Has he been checked? Do they know he's there? I mean, Monty just has to take a couple of steps forward, then they'll be able to see him, but FearX, I keep fearing that it might get caught up with the time here. There's still a Goyo canister on the freezer as well, don't forget. And with 30 seconds, that will probably stall out the round indefinitely. And it looks as though it's been popped, and that's going to be the case. So Nova has to jump in through the window, which is the risky maneuver, of course. And Sloth has been spotted out now and will be Deimos tracked, but he wins it against Good Boy before he gets felled by the Deimos. The Flames, though, still stopping Nova. Is there any C4s as well? It could cause some issues. Perhaps there is. Nova now being able to move in. Going to go for the plant. MIR gets an impact kill. And Mephi has to try and cover against 3 players. But he doesn't have enough in the locker. And MIR Gaming clean up shop. And they take the win.
Well, a little bit of an anticlimactic finish, I guess, after that tech pause. But MIR Gaming get the job done nonetheless. They're able to remain focused in the moment and get the job done.
Yes,
Brilliant
in
win
belly
for
goal.
them today.